It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about...
Decent chance! Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets! And who else? Who else? This is what he lives for, taking centre stage yet again. And a chance! Rijkaard. Rafael Leao. Now it's Rafael Leao. Can he get it through? Looking for the run. Oh, that's fabulous. Rijkaard. Saliba. And here's Rivaldo. Threads one in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Neymar. Good ball, good take. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Rivaldo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's made its way to him. Just the keeper to Rafael Leao! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Lobbed in behind. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Tell. It's run loose here. Tell was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Bruno Fernandes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, easy pickings there. Saliba. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah.
And Torres! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, goes for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rivaldo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And here's Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. There's the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Tell deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Oh, this is a great shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he's there to belt it away. Almost half an hour in now. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard. And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. Some really good ball movement. Now, can they get him away? Now Tell. Real chance! Yes! And they are on the rise again, ahead again in the race for promotion. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And that is expertly dealt with. Bruno Fernandes. He can run onto that. And he's on Doué! Superb from Doué! A finish of true class! And they're at it again in double quick time. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Great vision. Well, that looks a decent ball. Good read, needed to be. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have...
Can he finish? And it's there! And he is just ripping it up. That was easy, almost too easy.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
He's had a shot! Oh, well played, well sorted out. Odo. Short changes him with that pass. Araujo. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And the game has already takes a shot! Rafael Leao! That is wonderful! A finish right from the top draw. Just cruising! They are cruising! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Great chance! They've done it! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be...
And it's been given away. He's found the way through. Can he finish? He has done it! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Clinical. Chance for a shot! Brilliant from Leao! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at. And Torres! Rijkaard. Doué. Neymar. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now it's Tell. Tell does really well to win the ball there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rivaldo. And it's Rivaldo. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Big chance! Must be! He's had a shot! He's got a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the finish! And that's wide.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Costa Curta. Howson. To Bruno Fernandes. Rijkaard. That's been cut out, well played. Rodri. And it's Rivaldo. And this is Torres. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Raya. Could be danger here. Now who's going to be first to this? Struck first time. And he steered it beyond the post.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Just about up to 75 minutes. McAllister. Well timed, excellent interception. Looking to play him in. Odo. Looking for options for movement. And he plays one through. He is through here. Played back in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Rivaldo. And the through ball. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Crossed into the box. Dani Olmo. Now it's Tell. Pass somewhat off target. Rafael Leao is sporting a guilty look after that. Face to face with the keeper. Chance! It's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Shoots! It's in! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So here comes a substitution. Now it's McAllister. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rivaldo. That has not gone well. Guardiol. Costa Curta. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Foram indicados 6
Nicely
minutos da
weighted
primeira
ball.
sessão.
He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. McCallum. Bullish header! And he hits the net. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. That is good alertness. Shot a goal! Oh, it's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Rijkaard. And he was quick to react. He's a sharp little ball here. Tell. He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Chance, surely! Superb from Tell! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Número
It's a mass
39.
exodus now. Certain sections of the state.
And that is as far as it goes. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party.